What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Tax-Free Living, where I'm going to be teaching entrepreneurs just like you how to live tax-free. Let me tell y'all, guys, I've had way too much coffee this morning and I am jacked up. We're going to get through this episode today. I'm super excited. And so today we're going to be talking about the Beyoncé tax scandal. I know y'all been seeing it in the newspapers. I know y'all been seeing it all over social media. So I'm going to break it down fully. And then I'm going to tell you all some things that you can learn about this scandal so it can help you avoid being in a situation like this. But before we get into that, guys, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're enjoying the content, if you want more content, just like this. And also podcast tour alert. Like I let you all know in the last episode, we're almost sold out for the Melanin Money Times Social Proof podcast tour, right? Our next city is going to be in New York in June and then in Chicago in July. Tickets are selling out fast. So if you want to get your ticket to be in the room and learn from us in person about different financial literacy topics, we got some dope special guests coming. I'm not going to tell you all. We got some dope special guests coming to New York that we're going to interview, dope special guests coming to Chicago that we're going to interview. So if you want to be a part of this amazing movement, go to proofandprofits.com. Again, that's proofandprofits.com to get your tickets. All right, guys, let's get into today's episode. So when I saw this, I was really shocked. First of all, like 50 people DM'd it to me before I could even see it on my own. But there was this headline that Beyoncé owes $2.7 million in back taxes. So I was like, yo, this is crazy. Now, to be honest, $2.7 million is probably not that much to Beyoncé, but it's a lot of money to everybody else, okay? So how did this happen in the first place? So let's break down why it's so much. So first of all, guys, based on my research, back taxes are due for 2018 and the 2019 tax year. So for the 2018 tax year, Beyoncé owed about an extra $805,000 that the IRS came up when they did their deep dive in the audit. And then in 2019, she owed an additional $1.4 million in taxes. Now, for all my mathematicians out there, some of you are like, okay, Carter, 1.4 plus 800,000, carry the two. That's only $2.2 million in taxes. So why is the 2.7 in the headline? That's because, guys, when you owe the IRS money in back taxes, you have to pay what you owe plus penalties and interest. So Beyonce has a whopping $500,000 in penalties and interest from this back taxes that were owed. So one of the first lessons that we can learn is that we want to pay our taxes on time, okay? We want to pay our taxes on time because sometimes the penalty and interest can end up being more than the money that's owed initially. We're looking at about $500,000 in penalties and interest. So if we owe taxes, let's make sure we pay taxes on time, okay? So that's lesson number one. Lesson number two, which is equally valuable here, is that we want to keep all of our tax receipts, our financial statement records for at least 3 years, sometimes more. Because if we think about it, we're in 2023, right? They're auditing Beyonce for 2018 and 2019. If she would have disposed of her records prematurely, she would have no case to fight back in this audit. She will automatically lose because she has no proof or evidence. So lesson number two that we can learn from this is that we want to keep our records, our receipts, our financial statements, our proof for at least 3 to 5 years, right? So guys, keep your records, keep your receipts. All right, so next thing we want to talk about is why was this money due in the first place? Like, what did Beyonce do wrong to end up owing this $2.7 million in back taxes? Was it not filing her taxes? Like, what happened here? So it actually stems from the IRS disallowing some of Beyonce's charitable contributions as tax deductions. So they disallowed millions of dollars of charitable contributions, saying, hey, you cannot deduct these charitable contributions on your taxes. So because you can't deduct them, we're gonna add the income back to your taxes and then tell you what you owe us. Right? So I found a lesson in this that we need to understand as, you know, a lot of average Americans. We need to first understand that wealthy people use creative strategies to save millions of dollars on taxes. And one of those creative strategies is charitable contributions. All right. The IRS does let you write off some charitable contribution, whether it's money, whether it's cars donated, whether it is assets donated, whether it's stocks. You can find creative strategies that you can donate things to charity and be able to get charitable tax deductions on your tax return. Now, they don't give us the extent of why they disallowed some of the charitable contributions that Beyonce made, but one thing I do know is that they didn't disallow all of the charitable contributions that Beyonce made. So there are probably just some ones that they had questions about, and she needs to go clarify deeper. But what we need to understand is that we can utilize our philanthropy to help us save money on taxes. Actually, do me a favor, guys. Comment below in this video if you want me to do a completely separate video on how charitable contributions can help you live tax-free in 2023. Okay, guys? So, like, now, I want to give you all my opinion on the situation and kind of what I think happened and kind of what I think is going to happen. So, the IRS audits celebrities often, because they have millions of dollars of income, they have millions of dollars of deductions, and they have millions of dollars of taxes owed. So the IRS audits celebrities a lot because if they win the audit, they have the biggest return on investment. Like, if they come audit one of us, it's like, I might get little money if we lose, but celebrities, they can get a lot of money. So personally, I just think this is the IRS's way of shaking the trees on Beyonce and seeing that they're able to get some more money out of her outside of the probably millions of dollars she's already paid in taxes. And what I think is gonna happen is, based on some deeper research I did, Beyonce is not worried about this at all. And Beyonce's audit counsel is not worried about this at all, because they know that they've done their due diligence in keeping all of her documents and keeping all of her receipts and calculating things upright, that she's not worried, and her accounting counsel actually said that this matter will be resolved quickly, and they are 100% confident that this will not make it to court. So what does that mean for you all? My last lesson in this is, guys, we need to make sure we have a great tax and accounting team behind us. Like, imagine how scary this would be if Beyonce didn't have a good counsel behind her. Imagine how scared you are of an audit because you probably don't have a good counsel behind you. So right now is a great time to find great tax preparers, to find great CPAs, to find great audit representation specialists to just have in your back pocket or have in your team. So if you do get audited, or when you do get audited, that you feel very confident, guys, because again, the more money you start to make, right, the bigger target you're gonna become to the IRS, because they know that they can potentially win more money in an audit. So that's all I have for you guys today. Short, sweet, to the point. But let me know in the comments below if you like this video. If you do, please like, subscribe, comment, and let me know in the comments below as well if you want me to do a completely separate video on how you can use your philanthropy, your charitable contributions to help you live tax-free in 2023. All right, guys, see y'all in the next episode. Peace.